6:43, welcome back. Live shot there from Century Plaza Hotel and Spas. We wake up on this Wednesday morning. Always an inspiration to have this WE ambassador on the couch. Spencer West, welcome back to Breakfast Television.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's so nice to be back.
Your first time meeting TJ, which is excellent.
It is.
Good
nice
day,
to meet
sir.
you.
Nice to meet you, too.
But you're here for good reason. TJ mentioned this right before the break. Worldwide, the water crisis that exists, I mean, the example of the jerry can that some people have to put on their back just for clean water. How intense is the crisis today of what you've seen in the countries that the WE organization works in?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at, globally, women and children spend about 200 million hours every day collecting water. And that means that girls aren't going to school. That means they're, susceptible to waterborne illnesses and all those things. So it's still a massive issue all around the world. And we've done some amazing work, but that's sort of why we're launching this campaign, is that there's so much more to do, so many communities that we'd like to provide some support to. So, our goal this year for our new campaign, We Walk for Water, is to hopefully help 50,000 people get clean water for life. And it's super simple. You just can go to our website at we.org and donate $25, which provides clean water for one person for life. So
you touched on it there briefly, but providing clean water to a developing community could change everyone's lives, young and old, male or female. But can you can you tell us about maybe some individual, a girl in particular, and how clean water impacts their life?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have necessarily one specific example, but what I've seen is when I heard the word clean, like drought, I thought I knew what it meant until I went and saw it firsthand. And what I saw was, when there's a drought or lack of water, it's not just that they don't have any water, but now they're walking even farther to a different water source to collect water. On top of that, because a lot of these communities are subsistence farmers, if they're not having any water, their crops aren't growing, and then they're not making any money. So then girls and boys, but a lot of girls, are expected to then stay home from school to then help earn an alternative income just to survive. So the whole idea behind this is to, end that, so everybody has the opportunity to go to school, because water genuinely affects everything.
That's such an interesting point, because I was telling TJ earlier, years ago we had the chance to go to Kenya and experience, the WE, I guess, initiative and do the water walk. And one of the things they said is all of these young students, male and female, stay up late because they want to study, they want to learn, and if they leave, they want to come back and build their communities. So with the increase of clean water, how has that improved hope and quality of education in all of these countries suffering?
Yeah, I mean, again, the whole idea is so that they don't have to do those chores anymore. So in East Africa, we've been working for 20 plus years. We've seen the impact, but there's 6 other countries in which we work that aren't there yet, and so we're hoping to be able to get those to that place as well as we've seen. So then girls, they aren't spending their day with their families. They actually can go to school, and a lot of these girls now are going to secondary school, and some of them are even going on to university in East Africa, and we'd like to have the opportunity for other girls in other communities as well.
Spencer, when I was picking up this jerry can a moment ago, and I realized just how heavy it was, and I imagined a young girl or, a mom or a grandma carrying something like that. It made me immediately wonder about physical repercussions. What are they suffering when they're carrying something like that every day?
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw in the video there, how people normally carry it is that there's a massive rope that they hold on their head, and then a lot of these mamas, lean forward like this. So you do see a lot of women who, their posture is a bit different. They bend over a bit more that way. But that's the thing that I love about them, is you would never actually know other than that one small piece. There's never a complaint. There's never a negative word spoken. They know that that's what they have to do to bring water to their house. So the other thing too is, we want to help end that sort of waterborne illness thing as well as all of the physical things as well. So they don't have to do that anymore, and they can be healthy as well.
And here we are back in Canada complaining about tech head from our cell phones, right? It just seems so ridiculous.
Puts it into perspective.
Well, you've led by example with several journeys, trekking up Kilimanjaro a few years back. What was more difficult, Kilimanjaro or your walk from Edmonton to Calgary to raise awareness?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, the walk was harder than Kilimanjaro, only because
Edmonton to Calgary was harder than Kilimanjaro.
I know, right?
You heard it here.
I know.
You heard it here.
What?
I know, because it was 11 days of, we were doing 3/4 of a marathon every single day. Whereas Kilimanjaro, we were waking up early in the morning, walking and then resting in the afternoon because we were sort of acclimating to altitude. We were 6 a.m. to almost 7 p.m. every day, walking from Edmonton to Calgary. Again, that was all to raise awareness about clean water specifically as well.
And really quickly, I would love to know, since you have been at WE Day Vancouver since 2009, what do you have to say about this next generation of kids and potentially their advocacy for clean water?
Listen, I think they're already doing the work, and WE Day is a good example of that. They understand, they're connected to the world through technology. They see firsthand what people are experiencing, whether that's over, the internet or traveling overseas with us, and they understand the problem and how they can get involved, and this is an easy way to do so.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
You rally the troops every year. Rogers Arena's rocking. We can hear it.
Thank you.
All the way over here across the water. Spencer West, an absolute pleasure. We.org is the website for you to get involved. We'll take a quick break. Your business news up on the other side. BT continues.